it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
But daylight ahead. The 30, the 20, and he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
A second down throw for Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. They'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And that penalty will wipe out a big gain by the offense. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
No. Check. Patriot.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
4 down. Check.
Here we go now. Green.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now here comes the Redskin defense heading back onto the field. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive?
Let's go. 1-0.
On second down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Redskins right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Cowboys, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Offense on the field now after the INT. Thompson's got it on the run, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Redskins have it midway through the second. Defense will win the battle and get the sack. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Redskins still on the field. Defense will win the battle and get the sack. This goes for a loss of 4. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get back up to our nation's capital as we rejoin Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back.